friends, Paul here in the RoJoBe Music Workshop, and welcome to my next project, which you could argue really is a continuation of the previous project. So, we're back to the double neck guitar. Let me just angle the camera down a little bit. Okay, so, oh wait, 1 second, almost there. Okay, so in a previous video some of you will have seen that I've basically, taken this thing apart and I've taken the pickups out. So these are the ones that I had in originally. It's just basically a pickup pad, 2 of them actually, and the jack. So we had one of these for each side. But I did record a video or a sound demo of this instrument with that setup, and yeah, the pickups worked all right. In a strange way, they kind of worked too well because they picked up every single sound. So every movement, every time you touch the guitar on the body, the neck, the tuners, or anything, it just picked everything up and amplified it. And the guitar itself sounded fine, but with picking up all the other sounds as well, that wasn't so nice. So I've taken those out, and what's it getting in place of those? Humbuckers! Oh yes! Yep, I'm putting humbuckers in this. So I've actually got these 2 are for the bass, and I've got this one and another one coming for the other side. So yeah, that was my original plan, was to put twin humbuckers on both sides, so it would end up with 4 humbuckers. Now, while that would look and sound pretty awesome, you can see that I don't have much space for these humbuckers. They'll have to go, they'll have to go between the bridge and the sound hole. And I do have room to put both of them, two humbuckers each side. I do have the room, but I mean, more for this, which is the 6-string guitar. When you're playing, you're picking, you've only got basically the sound hole area left. You've got no room for picking down here, because the pickup, the humbucker will be there, and it's going to get in the way, and it will probably get damaged from being hit by the pick all the time. So I'm only going to put 1 humbucker in each side, which will obviously leave me 2 spare as well, which is pretty good. But as you can see, there is the room, and this one is the smallest space, but there is room for both humbuckers. So these black plastic surrounds are for the bass ones, but I'm not liking those. So this one, which is for the 6-string, comes with a chrome surround, and the other one that's coming soon is the same, exactly the same as that one. So I'm going to use those the other chrome surround for the bass pickup. So it's all going to be chrome. You got the chrome tuners and string trees. You've got chrome bridges. The pickups are going to be chrome. And what about controls, I hear you ask? There's no room on here for your control knobs, and you're absolutely right. So it's actually going on here. I'm going to put the control panel up here, so when you're playing, that's basically facing up towards you. So for that, I've got this control panel plate, which is actually for a jazz bass, and normally these edges here stick out a bit more and they come to a point, but that made it wider than the body on this. So I've ground those corners off and rounded them, so that's going to fit nicely on there, either that way round or that way round. And that's gonna, that's going to look really good. So that's the control panel, and I've got these 4 chrome control knobs that go with it. and obviously all the wiring looms as well. The wiring looms come with these horrible little output jacks, which I don't like, so I'm going to use these ones that I had on the other setup. So that's what I'll be using. So that's the next project. Humbucker pickups, you cannot go wrong with humbuckers. So it's not going to be a difficult job as such, but it is going to be quite tricky and quite fiddly. You know, making dirty great big holes in the body of this, I've got to make sure I get it perfectly right, you know. They've got to be in the right position, exactly in the right position, millimetre perfect. So they've got to be just the right size without being too big. And I do want them to, you know, be nicely cut as well, not, you know, sort of all wavy lines and everything. I want them to be cut really nice. And the other thing I should say is that when I put them in, I'm going to put the humbuckers right up next to the bridge, both sides, so that if I do decide later on I want to put the second humbuckers in, then I've still got room to do it. But to be honest, I think it's going to sound just fine with just a single humbucker each side. But I won't know until, you know, build the thing and put it all back together, and then, you know, give it a demo. If I think it needs the second humbuckers, then I'll put them in. But I really don't think it will need it. I think it's going to sound pretty good just with one each side, but we'll see. So that's the project. I'm going to wait until that other humbucker arrives before I actually start doing the work, because I want, you know, they're my templates. The surrounds are basically the templates for cutting the holes. And I'm not sure. The other humbucker is the same as this one, so it should be exactly the same dimensions. But you never know. You know, sometimes like the holes for the screws, sometimes they might be in a slightly different position. So I'm going to wait for that other one to arrive before I start, so that I know exactly, you know, which is going which side, and you know, use them to mark out where I'm going to be cutting. So they will be the templates. Anyway, enough waffling. That's what we're going to be doing. Really looking forward to getting into this project. And if you're enjoying watching these, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and share with friends and family, etc. So, in the meantime, please look after yourselves, look after each other. We will see you soon. Peace out.